Check it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tsum Tsumers, Robbett here. It's the Disney Storybooks event, and we just finished the 4th book, Mulan. We're now on to the extra book, the final book, Cinderella. The first mission is to use a Princess Tsum to clear 36 score bubbles in total. To get score bubbles to appear, you can either use a bubble maker like Miss Bunny, or a Tsum that has bubbles as a byproduct like Moana, or you can create long chains. To get a score bubble from a chain, you're going to need to link together at least 15 Tsums, but if you want to guarantee a score bubble, you need to link at least 20. I chose to use Rapunzel, not Happy Rapunzel, because you're going to be seeing a ton of her later in the video. Rapunzel can connect different Tsum during her skill, and because I have her at skill level 5, she can connect up to 28. There are a ton of princesses. Miss Bunny isn't one, but Moana is. Happy Rapunzel definitely is, and if you've got her and can clear 20 plus Tsum with her skill, use her. Another good option would be Elsa, who I showed at the end of my last video, as you can build up a chain if you need it. In any case, you need to make a pile of score bubbles, but there's no limit to the number of plays you require to make it happen. The next mission is to clear 1200 Tsum in total. Again, it's an unlimited play mission, except in this case you can do it with any Tsum whatsoever. It's just a question of how odious the task is. Personally, I'm going to use Eeyore, because I can use his skill to increase the number of Tsum on the board. You don't have to use Eeyore, but his skill is fairly unique, and he's a basic Tsum, so he's not hard to get. Next, we need to pop 3 star bubbles in a single play. Star bubbles are experience bubbles, and you can generate them by creating chains in the 11 to 18 range, but the sweet spot is 13 to 15. I've chosen to use Moana for 2 reasons. Her skill is to pop a horizontal line of Tsums, and since she's low skill level for me, she tends to pop around 13 or 14 Tsums. Perfect. Second, as part of her skill, any Moana Tsum she bursts will become magical bubbles. Basically, there are 2 ways I might get star bubbles, so it's worth a try. I don't end up getting any from the bubble she creates, but I do get 1 star bubble for each of the first 3 skill usages, which is all we needed. It's time to clear 24 big Tsums in total. You'll find a lot of these missions on the extra card are just harder versions of what we faced before, and this is definitely one of those. In short, you can try and randomly create big Tsums with long chains in the 20s, or you can use Sully, Baymax, or Alice. There's no way I'm going to go through the process of chaining for them, because I have all 3 of those Tsums. Alice only makes 1 big Tsum per skill though, so I'm going with Sully. Managed to make it in a single play. Perfect. The next mission is to use a Tsum with red cheeks to get 3.5 million score in a single play. In talking to many of you, I know this one is a particularly difficult challenge. To give myself the best chance, I'm using the score, time, bubbles, and 5 to 4 bonuses. It might be excessive, but a few thousand coins is worth it. None of the 3 primary event Tsums has rosy cheeks. However, Mulan and Pocahontas, who weren't released when I played through this, but who were released today, both do. So if you have one of them, you might use them for the character bonus. Otherwise, you just have to find your best rosy-cheeked Tsum and go for it. Keep in mind, if the Tsum is red or pink, they also count as rosy-cheeked. Since Moana is new to me, she's both low skill level and base level. As a result, it took me a handful of tries to get to this point. It really came down to getting lucky with enough Moana dropping onto the playfield at the right time. If you're close to beating the mission, try a few more times before changing strategies. Luck may be on your side. I ended up with just under 2.6 million in total. I have a 25% player level bonus, and I bought the 10% score bonus, so in the end I just squeaked through by 8,200 points. Next, we have to clear 210 Brown Tsum. This mission is so exciting. It means I get another chance to use Flynn Rider. Except that he's horrible. I switched over to Jack Sparrow, who I got during the Pirate Treasure event. I have 5 to 4 turned on so that I eliminate one Tsum, which means more Jack Sparrow on the board. Similar to the last Rosy Cheek mission, this took me a bunch of tries. A lot of tries, actually. I got around 200 each time, but actually making it to the finish line was tough. Eventually I got the right combination of Tsum to drop, made the most of it, and ended up with 232 Brown Tsum cleared. We've got another variation on a previous mission, popped 15 time bubbles in total. Time bubbles require the shortest chains of any bubbles. You can get them in the 9 to 16 range, but 9 to 12 is where you're guaranteed to get them. I thought about using a really low skill level burst Tsum to make them on demand, but didn't manage it. Instead, you get Miss Bunny. Yep, there's been a whole lot of Miss Bunny. She's awesome, don't disrespect the bunny. Moving on. Now we have to use a Tangled Tsum to earn 1900 coins in a single play. This one is going to be tough if you haven't pulled any of the event Tsums from the premium bot. Keep in mind, however, that there are actually 3 more Tangled Tsums that have been around a while: Rapunzel, Bride Rapunzel, and Pascal. Unfortunately, none of those older Tangled Tsums will give you a character bonus. As a result, it's time to bring out the one, the only, Happy Rapunzel, and put her to work. We need a lot of coins, so I'm going to get the coin, time, and 5 to 4 bonuses. Happy Rapunzel is skill level 4 for me, and each use of her skill brings in around 150 coins. Using 5 to 4, however, I'm able to chain skills together one after another, and I'm actually a third of the way through the mission with 45 seconds left. There are some hiccups, and I'm only 2/3 of the way through with 15 seconds left. Remember that we'll have the character bonus and coin bonus, however. In the end, with 8 seconds to go, we've cleared the mission without any of the bonuses. The crazy thing is, we get a 100% coin bonus, which brings the count to 4,338. On top of that, we get a 50% character bonus, which ends up being 6,507 coins. Next mission is to clear 200 My Tsum in a single play, using a Tsum with eyebrows. Similar to the other My Tsum mission, I'm using 5 to 4 to eliminate one of the random Tsums. And guess what? Happy Rapunzel has eyebrows. It's a good thing too, because she'd look pretty strange without them. Only end up with 168, but she is Happy Rapunzel after all. That's 235 My Tsum cleared with a character bonus. We have to pop 228 magical bubbles in total. I don't know if there's any significance to that specific number, but it's a lot. I really hope you have a bubble maker. Otherwise, try and finish this mission before the next month's event comes out. Even with Miss Bunny, it's still going to take me about 8 or 10 plays. Now that we've bubbled out, it's time to use a Girl Tsum to get 4 million points in a single play. This one's all going to come down to how good of a Tsum you have, and how fast you can play. Half of the Tsums out there are female, so you've got a good shot of at least having one that qualifies. As to the score, that'll depend on their skill and how it's used. Just in case, I'm pulling out all the stops on bonuses again, so I've got time, score, and 5 to 4 on. Time is obvious, but 5 to 4 is going to help a ton because it'll speed up how fast you can get skills up, which in turn should earn you those bigger points. At the end, it's 3.5 million unboosted. With the player level and item bonuses, it's 4.8 million, more than enough. With the character bonus, that's 7.24 million. Perhaps I overdid it. This time we have to use a Tangled Tsum to enter Fever 8 times in a single play. Definitely ramping up the difficulty a little. Whichever Tangled Tsum you have that has the best burst capability, use it. You want to get back into Fever as quickly as possible, and launching a burst skill right after Fever can get you most or all of the way. I was still in Fever at the end when time ran out, so it didn't count. Only 7 Fevers. Good thing she has that character bonus. It's not 50% though, so make sure you get close enough to have that bonus take you over the line. 18 coin bubbles in total. Got it. I figure we should try out Milana. Why not? Nope, not happening. Miss Bunny. Otherwise, chains of length 13 to 20, but ideally 16 to 18. Next, we need to use a Tsum with eyelashes to use 13 skills in one play. That's a reasonably tall order, but the good news is that you don't need a high skill level Tsum for this. Having a high skill level Tsum doesn't hurt, especially if it can help you get into Fever faster, but it's just raw quantity of skills that we care about. Good ol' Happy Rapunzel not only has eyebrows, but eyelashes as well. You can see them, they're just tiny, and she only has 3 of them over each eye. I've chosen 5 to 4 in time bonuses to help out. Unlike the Fever Time mission, we're not going to hold our skill until getting out of Fever here, unless it looks like we're not going to be able to get the skill meter up again inside of Fever. In that case, it's better to hold off, clear a bunch of non-My Tsum, and get that 5 seconds back from re-entering Fever via the skill. I only manage 11 skills. Maybe I could do better? Going to have to hope that character bonus comes through. And it does, barely. 14 skills in total. 880 Tsums in one play. Right. Time bonus. Check. 5 to 4 bonus. Check. Happy Rapunzel. Check. Let's do this. $653 Tsums cleared. I am leaning on Happy Rapunzel's bonus. A lot. 40% character bonus, 914 in total. Next, we have to enter Fever 60 times in total. We literally just did a single play version of this mission, except now we can use any Tsum we want. We'll use Happy Rapunzel. I know, but she's the best option given the bonus. Now we have to pop 5 time bubbles in one play. There have been a lot of bubble missions on this extra card. Don't worry, I'm not going to use Happy Rapunzel. I definitely could use Miss Bunny, but I won't. I'll actually do the thing I always talk about with bubbles, but don't actually do. I'm going to chain for them. We're shooting for chains around the 9 to 12 range to guarantee those time bubbles. In order to do it, I'm going to use Oswald, who you can get for free out of the bingo cards. For some reason, around 10 to 11 chains seems unnatural, and I don't get any of them during the first skill usage. The second time around, we get 1 out of a 9 chain, but strangely a 10 chain makes a normal bubble. Right before I use Oswald's skill the third time, I see a 10 chain of Blue Fairy, and use it to get another time bubble. A 12 chain during the skill brings another time bubble, but again the 10 chain fails and gives a normal bubble. We need 1 more, and it manages to come in the second to last chain before time runs out. Last bonus pops it, and we're 5 for 5. This is it, the last mission of the event. 5 million points with a Princess Tsum in a single play. Time to bonus up. We're back to Happy Rapunzel, and last time we overdid it and got a weekly high score of 4.89 million before the character bonus. Let's do it again. 4.9 million. Apparently I'm fairly consistent with Happy Rapunzel. That's 7.36 million with a character bonus, and we are done. That's the gold pin for the Disney Storybooks event. And that's all there is. I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you did, please leave a like so I know if I should cover more events. For all the latest Tsum Tsum and Puni Puni information, subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitter. Until the next video, keep making those bubbles.